Okay, and we're back. Sorry about that, ladies. Okay, so we left off in the last video talking about meiosis. Okay, so that's the process that you see right here. So these two people are humans. Humans are sexually reproducing organisms. So again, if they want to have that kid, they need to reduce their chromosome number. Mom is not going to um, give all 46 of her chromosomes to her children. Dad is not going to give all of his 46 chromosomes to his children in his sperm. If that happened, the child would have 46 and 46 is 92 chromosomes, and the chromosome number needs to stay at 46. So in order for that to happen, a special process called meiosis, a special kind of division occurs where only one of each kind of the chromosomes gets put into the egg cell or the sperm cell. So mom has two chromosome 11s, only one of them ends up in the egg cell. Dad has two chromosome 11s, only one of them ends up in the egg cell. So meiosis divides the number of chromosomes in half so that each gamete, each sex cell, only gets one of each kind of chromosome. One chromosome 1, one chromosome 2, one chromosome 3, one chromosome 4, one chromosome 5. But the thing is, when this happens, when the separation of chromosomes happens, you don't know if the chromosome that's going to end up, say chromosome number 1, is chromosome number 1 going to be in the egg? Now, is that chromosome going to be the one she inherited from her mother or the one from her father? You don't know. So chromosome 1, it could be from her mother. Chromosome 2 could be the one she got from her father. Chromosome 3 could be mother. So for all of those kinds of chromosomes, you don't know if you're going to get if that mother is going to hand off, or the mother is going to, when her egg cell is made, are those gametes, those eggs, going to contain more chromosomes that she inherited from her mother or inherited from her father? And that's the beauty of sexual reproduction, is that it mixes up the genes and creates genetic diversity. And that's what you want in biology, genetic diversity. So meiosis is an advantage in terms of a living strategy, or in terms of a reproductive strategy, I should say, because you're mixing up the chromosomes or the genetic diversity that you inherited from your parents. So when I made my egg cells for my daughters, into those cells went chromosomes I inherited from my mom and I inherited from my dad. Okay, and then, but you don't know which ones. So that's why you look similar, or completely different, or exactly like your siblings, is because although you and your siblings share chromosomes, meaning you all have the same parents, you are a different mix-up of those chromosomes, and that's why you look so different or yet so similar. Okay, so here is a cell in the ovaries. Again, we're just showing that chromosome 11. So let's go in and write the alleles on this chromosome. So here we have a big A and a little a. And really there are two big A's because there's two chromatids and there's two little A's there. So you can see after the first division, there's a big A and a big A in this cell. And in the other cell, there's a little a and a little a. Like there's two copies of the same chromosome. So after that first division, the homologous chromosomes are separated into different cells. And then the second division just divides those two chromatids apart. So in this cell, there would be a big A, in this cell there would be a big A, in this egg there'd be a little a, and then in this cell there would be a little egg. And the same thing over here with dad, big A, little a, little a, big A, little a. Don't you think I'm getting better with this? I really have been practicing my orientation. Okay, so now mom made some egg cells, dad made some sperm cells. What is going to happen? Well, one of these eggs is going to get fertilized by one of these sperm. Okay, so that's what I have here. I have an egg from our previous clip art and then a sperm. So you can see there's one chromosome in here and one chromosome in here. Again, we're only showing chromosome 11. We're not showing all 23 kinds of chromosomes. So the combining of these two gametes here is called fertilization. Fertilization, the combining of a sperm and egg, and that is going to create a zygote. So that's what we have right here, a zygote. It's a fertilized egg, and that is the first cell of their daughter. And oh, look, they had a girl. Congratulations. Okay, so then this cell is going to divide by mitosis. So it'll become 2 cells, and then 4 cells, 8 cells, 16 cells, so on and so forth, until we get the daughter. And I still don't know their names. Okay, so look, again, here, the daughter has 2 chromosome 11s. One came from mom and one came from dad. So it was either this cell or this egg or this egg that got fertilized by either this sperm or this sperm. So this had a little a, this egg had a little a, and this sperm had a little a. And so by random chance, a sperm with a little a allele fertilized an egg with a little a allele. So on this chromosome, there's a little a, and on this chromosome, there's a little a. And that is how their daughter has sickle cell disease. So if you look here, there's the valine and the valine. Just like up here, we saw the valine and the valine. So she got this chromosome from mom, and she got this chromosome from dad. So when you have two sequences of nucleotides that both code for abnormal hemoglobin, you only make abnormal hemoglobin. And then you can see that they can stick together and form these threads, and then their daughter is going to have sickle cell anemia or sickle cell disease. We can use those 2 terms interchangeably. Joe Bunny, let's see if we can get, okay, I can't move my, can I move my thing to see? Okay, so what I need you, what's the goal? What do you have to do? What is this? What's your assignment? Your assignment is to write a scientific explanation for the question, how? How is it possible for 2 parents that do not have sickle cell disease to have a child with sickle cell disease? So pretty much if you follow this whole outline here, starting from the beginning, and you walk me through this in a nice, orderly fashion. You know, you don't want to talk about meiosis first. You don't want to talk about fertilization first. You got to be nice and orderly. Talk to me about the disease. Tell me about how it's inherited. Tell me about the genes and then the alleles, and describe them. Are they dominant? Are they recessive? What is dominance? What is recessiveness? Okay. Then you've got to tell me about meiosis and then fertilization, and then you should be good. So how long should this be? It doesn't matter. I'm going to be looking for specific content. I do not care about length. It's not a research paper. You're answering a question. So I would say it would probably would be 1 to 2 pages, 1.5. Don't feel like it has to be 1.5. There are kids that have written 3/4 of a page and have gotten an A+. There have been kids that have written 2.5 pages and they've gotten a C. So I'll be available at office hours if you need any help. It probably wouldn't be great to come to office hours if you haven't started your paper yet. You want to get a rough draft down first, and maybe share that with me and I could take a look at it. I can't grade everybody's paper twice, but I will help you. So be sure you cover these major points that we went through. I'm not saying you have to like do every single thing on this page, but this is a really good structure for your essay. How should you structure it? You should structure it with starting from mom and dad, or starting from what you know about the disease to how do you get a kid. Be explicit, be clear, pretend like I know nothing about sickle cell disease. Okay, ladies, I don't know if I've left out anything, but if I do, I'll let you know. And signing off for now. Bye.